How's it going, Forex Traders? Josh Tully, Desmond Samuel, and I'm back on your screen again, back on YouTube here again to let you guys know what I'm actually looking at the moment, and then obviously keep you guys updated on our recent trading actions. Yeah. How's it going, Forex Traders? Josh Tully, Desmond Samuel. I'm back on YouTube to let you guys know what's happening in the market, and then what I'm actually looking at the moment. And as usual, I'll take you guys along. All right. So. How's it going, Forex Traders? Josh Tully, Desmond Samuel, and I'm back on your screen, back on YouTube yet again to let you guys know exactly what I'm looking at and what's happening in the market. So, before you hear, we have crude oil. By the way, if you're new to this channel and you're just hearing about Desmond Samuel for the first time or coming across this channel for the first time, I urge you to go ahead and leave a. And by the way, if it's your first time coming across this channel, once again, my name is Desmond Samuel, and this is just a segment of my YouTube channel that I come on here every time to let you guys know what exactly is happening. Yeah. How's it going, Forex Traders? Josh Tully, Desmond Samuel. I'm back on YouTube, back on your screen, as I promised earlier on. Remember, I said I was gonna come back, and yeah, I am. All right, so yep, I'm back on YouTube again to let you guys know exactly what is happening, and yep, walk you guys through my thought process on each and every single pair in mind. And as it stands right before you, we have crude oil. And in recent times, I came on here. By the way, if you're new to my channel, just leave a subscribe. Just go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon as well. And make sure you watch the video all the way through to the end, because you see, most of these juicy things are always left when I start kicking momentum. Like when the momentum starts kicking, as I begin to speak, that's when you guys start to tune off and you miss out on some really quality stuff. So make sure you watch through to the end. Yeah. So as I said earlier, right before us we have crude oil, and I remember coming on here last couple of weeks ago to let you guys know that I'm actually looking at the bearish side of things for crude oil, and this is so far the reason as to why I actually said this was because, I mean, this is the weekly time frame here. Now let's just do a quick top down. So let's just do a quick multi-time frame analysis, and then let's just see how things look. All right, so let's just do a quick multi-time frame analysis. All right, so let's just do a quick multi-time frame analysis and just look at how things look from the grand standpoint. And if you can look closely here, so this is a crude oil in a nutshell. So this is crude oil in a nutshell. So let's just do a quick multiple. So let's just do a quick multi so let's just do a quick multi-time frame analysis and then look at things from a different, different standpoint, from a grand standpoint, a different perspective. And as you can see here, this is a monthly time frame of crude oil. This is 1M. This 1M represents 1 month. All right, so this 1 month, so which literally means one whole candle. Like this takes a whole trading month to form, like this open and close. Yeah. So in this case, if we had this chart pattern play in recent times where we had, so initially we had like a low, this is a high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, equal, low, lower, high. So whenever you're in a trend, as I always say to you guys, by the way, if you never heard me say this, subscribe to the channel and check out my previous videos here. So if you've never heard me say this, subscribe to the channel and then check out my previous videos. I say these things all the time. If you're in a trade and then you notice for some reason the market failed to give you a higher high in an uptrend, because technically speaking, one of the things that guarantees a trend. Because in so whenever you're in a trade and the market fails to give you a higher high, that is to say, because one of the things that actually describes a trend, be it an uptrend or a downtrend, or that is the bullish trend or the downward trend or the bearish trend, is that you have to see series of higher highs and higher lows for the uptrend, and then series of lower lows and lower highs for the downtrend. In this case here, we've put in a new high. This is a higher high here, and then for some reason here we failed to come in and put in a higher low. Instead, we even came in to put in an equal low somewhere around here like so, and then somewhere around here, instead of coming into putting, even if it is an equal high, nope, we actually came into putting a lower high, significantly lower high for that matter, from this point. This is a huge drop from here. So in this case here, things were starting to look very really funny for crude oil, and this reversal happened around a very solid $125 a barrel region, which the market has reversed at significantly over time, several times, right? So now, from the look of things, now after we've actually established the overall direction, what I tend to do is get onto the weekly time frame, just see things from a different, perspective. So this is the weekly time frame here. So this is that descending trend you saw earlier on the monthly time. This is how it looks on the weekly time frame. And here I can actually come in and here and use my trend line, so I can kind of first two touches here and then extend it all the way into the future, you can see that we had the first touch drop, second touch drop, third touch collapse somewhere around here. Like so this was pretty much the one that broke the camel's back. Literally, this is it here. So as things stand here, we've broken below a very significant level, which was around the $65 a barrel. Now we're starting to point. I mean, we did dip all the way down to $55 a barrel, and then for some reason we actually melted all the way back up. And as things stand here, we are still trading below the $65 a barrel region, and this is quite delicate for the crude oil, because as things look actually from this chart pattern I'm seeing here, because this is a descending triangle, guys. Whenever you're faced with something like this, because this is a guys, 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 especially for the chart pattern, this is a descending triangle, guys. Whenever you're faced with something like this, and whenever you come across any chart pattern, anything at all, you always need to understand, especially for whenever you come across any chart pattern, any range at all, you always need to, because especially for this downward descending triangle here, this is simply what it means. It means that from this whole point here, from the very tippy top here all the way to the base of this entire height of this chart pattern, entire height of this triangle here, this, because those of you guys that did mathematics in school, those of you guys that did maths in school, you ought to know what this means. So this is more or less the adjacent, this is like the opposite hypotenuse. So I mean, you know how that triangle stuff here. So now as things stand here, so see this base here, this particular base here to the very tippy top here. By the time you drag this measurement tool out of here and then bring it all the way down, you can clearly see for free that crude oil has the potential of dipping all the way to even $34 a barrel. Now, I'm not trying to be ahead of myself, but this is just literally what technical analysis is painting at the moment. Now, getting rid of this here. So this is how it looks here. Pretty much simple, yeah. So we've actually broken down below below $65 a barrel, and as things stand here, we've come to retest it nicely, and then we're starting to point to the downside. Yeah. So what does this mean on the daily time frame? See now, I walk my way from the monthly time frame. By the way, if we don't, so what does it really mean now? By the way, if we now what does it mean now? By the way, if you want to learn how I do these things as fast as you can see, literally in like 5-10 minutes, I'm done analyzing with this. So if you really want to learn how I do these things, by the way, it's pretty simple. Just grab the course. The mentorship program is attached there. So by the way, if you'd like to enroll for a mentorship program, by the way, if you really want to know how I know how to do this thing, just grab the course. By the way, if you want to by the way, if you really want to learn how to trade like I do, by the way, by the by the way, if you really want to learn how I trade, you can actually just grab the course. It literally costs you next to nothing here. So by the way, guys, I have the best trading course out there, the most comprehensive of them all. It is attached in the description there, and then also in the pinned comments. You can actually find the link there. It brings you straight to the course. You can actually enroll, guys. Literally next to nothing. All right, it costs you next to nothing to actually learn how to trade properly. You see how I'm walking you through from the monthly down to the weekly. Now I'm gonna go all the way to the daily time and show you a lot of juicy stuff, and then let you know exactly as to why the reason as to why I'm looking to short crude or right from this point here. All right, so now it's getting down to the daily time frame. So from the look of things here now on the daily time frame, this is exactly how it looks. So we're actually gonna head to break below here. So on the look of things, so for the look of things here, all right. Alright, so from the look of things here, on this crude oil, so on the daily time frame, we pretty much have like you know, yeah. Just let me know when you finish. No, just we're done. Alright, just close it. Alright, so from the look of things here on the daily time, oh, this is mess. Alright, so from the look of things on the daily time frame, we've come to actually find the trend within this overall trend here, and in this case, it's pointing south. It's pointing south here. It's pointing to the bearish side of things. So I mean, daily time frame pretty much lines up with the monthly and then the weekly time frame. So what I need to do next is literally use my. By the way, this is an entry strategy I teach on in the course. So by the way, I'm going to be using an entry strategy I teach in the course, which is why I urge you to go ahead and enroll for the mentorship program, guys. It's literally and by the way, I'm gonna be using an entry strategy I use in the mentorship program. So so by the way, all right. So moving on now, I'll be using an entry strategy I teach in the mentorship program, which is why I urge you to go ahead and enroll, guys. It's literally next to nothing. Save yourself the stress. Like literally, have enough time in the year to unlearn all the crap and all the jargons, and then learn what works. I teach you exactly what works. I teach you like you come with your strategy, and then I tweak it for you, and I teach you the best way. That's what it's called the standard procedure. I give you the best procedure to extracting consistent profit from the market. You feel me? Because I teach you the standard procedure, the best procedure that you actually take. All right. So I mean, come your. So I'm just gonna use the entry strategy I teach in the standard procedure program, which is why I urge you to once again go ahead and grab the course. Literally next to nothing. Save yourself the stress. You feel me? So from the look of things here, I can clearly see that without any out of doubt, crude oil is gonna go at least to first take profit point will be at least $55 a barrel, something around here like so. So if I look on this um flat pattern nicely, I can clearly tell you for free that this guy is gonna drop here. Even seven, I think will be a lot better on the 4 hour time frame. So it's getting out to the 4 hour time frame here. This is exactly how things look. All right, so this is exactly how the 4 hour time frame looks, guys. You see how decent it looks. So I can come on here, I can tell you this for free that crude oil is definitely gonna drop. All right, so if you're currently short crude oil, this is good. All right, this is good. All right, so because on the 4 hour time frame, I see that we have certain things here lined up nicely. So we have the Fibonacci, which is so on the 4 hour time frame, I see that we have certain things lined up nicely from the 4 hour time frame. I can pretty much point out my Fibonacci levels like so. So from swing high all the way to swing low. Yeah, the market came into the 0.5 region and then it's just playing around there and it's starting to drop here. So my first level target for this short will be somewhere around here like so. Obviously here and then so from here to here isn't quite a lot and then the second TP will be somewhere around so. To set my second TP, I usually like to look left. All right, so I go on higher time frame. You see how it works here. I work my way from the monthly time frame down to the weekly, to the daily, to the 4 hour time frame. I execute on the 4 hour time frame. Then on the when it comes to TP, I put my TP at the weekly or the daily time frame demand or supply level. If I mean, depending on the kind of setup, you feel me? So it's how it works here. I work my way from the monthly time frame to the weekly to the daily time frame, and then I come and execute on the 4 hour time frame. Then after executing, I now go ahead and place my take profit right at the daily or the weekly level. You feel me? So long story short here, first take profit for crude oil short to be around $55 a barrel, and then once we clear that base, we have space all the way to at least $42 a barrel. That's exactly where I'm actually gunning for. Yeah, you feel me? So first TP for crude oil short will obviously be the recent low. You feel me? In any single trade setup, be it a bullish, be it a buy trade or a sell trade setup, you always want to target your next significant lows, your next significant high for a take profit point. Take out some money here, and then allow the rest flow. So for crude oil here in a nutshell, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I favor this guy to the downside to the tune of at least 80%. So I call crude oil here first time here for you guys to see. Actually, not the first time. This is my first time making my the actual entry. So I call crude oil here for you guys. First TP is $56 a barrel, and then once we clear that base, we have space all the way to $42 a barrel. All right, so also short here, I'm calling crude oil out here once again for you guys to see. First TP is $56 a barrel, and once we clear that base, we've got space all the way to $42 a barrel. So all right, so guys, long story short, I'm calling crude oil out here for you guys. We have space to the downside, all right, so long story short here for crude oil, guys, we got space to the downside. First level target is $56 a barrel. Once we clear that base, we got space all the way to $42 a barrel. Guys, long story short here, guys, we have space guys. So long story short, we got space on crude oil to the downside. So $56 a barrel for first TP, and once we clear this base, we have space all the way to $44 a barrel, roughly $44 a barrel. For but I think the market will most likely take a pause around $50 a barrel. Guys, first TP for crude oil is at 56. Alright, so guys, if you're shorting this pair, if you're already short this pair, so first TP for crude oil would always be around $56 a barrel, and then once you clear that base, guys, I can see around the figure somewhere around $50 a barrel. So I really want to mark that out nicely, because the market most times love to turn around at rounded figures here. So in this case, we've got $50 a barrel, which is the next. So we have 30 take profit points here. So we have the first one being the recent low, which is at $56 a barrel. Second one $50 a barrel, and then the third one at $43 a barrel. So that's exactly what you should be targeting if you're short this guy. So I mean, that's just that for that. Long story short, yeah, this guy is obviously going to drop. I'm pretty confident in this. I have no doubt of that whatsoever, guys. And if you really want to learn how I do this thing, once again, guys, grab the course. It's literally next to nothing. Alright, it's just $150. Grab the course, learn how I trade, learn how to trade properly, and then work your way all the way out of the dark zone of unprofitability, guys. You feel me? So the next pair on my list now will be BTC. What happened? Alright, so that's just that for crude oil in a nutshell. So it seems pretty straightforward here. No iota of that whatsoever. It's pretty clean, pretty sharp. Alright, so alright, guys. So that's just that for crude oil. It seems pretty straightforward and pretty clear. I have no iota of that on this guy. I'm pretty quite confident in this guy that this is gonna drop. Alright, so alright, guys, so that's just that for crude oil in a nutshell. I have no iota of that. This guy's gonna drop eventually. It might take a while, but then it's just gonna roll over nicely. And yep, so that's just that for crude oil here. The first TP is $56 a barrel. Then second TP $50 a barrel, and then last TP is $48 a barrel. Alright, so guys, without any answer of doubt, so the first TP here once again is $56 a barrel. Watching this guy carefully to see how he develops across the subsequent weeks. Alright, so guys, the first TP for crude oil remains $56 a barrel. Second TP is $50 a barrel, and the last one is $43 a barrel. Alright, so that's just that for crude oil in a nutshell. I'm watching this guy closely. I'll be back to let you guys know exactly if any recent development pops up. Of course, there'll be something to talk about. So I'll be back here on YouTube to let you guys know. Yeah. So the next pair now would be BTC. No, nothing. Alright, guys, now so we have BTC right before you guys. So this is the last pair here. So on BTC we had actually gone ahead to break above the 87,500 dollars a coin barrier, and now we're starting to point to the upside. Right? However, you guys know how it is, man. Once you break a level, you have to come back and retest it nicely, especially if it is a demand. And you guys know how it is, man. The market moves from one, and you guys know how this stuff moves, man. And you guys already know how it will, man. The market moves from one level to the next level here, and as you can see here, we're broken right through this 87 dollars a coin region now, and it's starting to point to the upside. So I have no answer of doubt that BTC is definitely rallying into at least 106,000 dollars a coin. All right, so but we've actually come into a very strong level here. So I envision a pullback here. We'll most likely see a pullback on BTC, at least back down to $88 a coin, somewhere around here. Like so from here, we are definitely blowing all the way through the roof. All right, so let me see how it looks on the 4-hour time frame. So on 4-hour time frame, I think we do have a demand level to play with, as you can see, like so. So on 4-hour time frame, we're actually gonna have to create a demand level right around $88 per coin here. So on 4-hour time frame, this is exactly how things look. We're actually gonna have to create a demand level at $88,000 a coin. So ideally I would like to see BTC put into this region somewhere around here, like so, and give us a decent balance, and maybe a 4-hour engulfing candle, or maybe a daily bullish engulfing candle somewhere around here, like so. Just give us a reaction off of this base, and then we can actually go ahead and long this guy. Obviously, if you're going long on BTC, your first TP always has to be again your recent high, and then your stop loss must always come below structure. Yeah. So by the way, I teach these things in depth. So by the way, I teach these things in depth in the mentorship program. Be sure to make sure you enroll. It's literally next one. It's literally called Alright, so by the way, alright, so for BTC on 4 hour time frame, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, I need to see BTC dip all the way down to at least $88,000 a coin, and then once this is said and done here, I can actually come on here and then let you guys know I'm buying this guy all the way to the recent high, which was at $106,000 a coin. So I mean, in a nutshell, BTC is pretty much self-explanatory. Is nothing serious, nothing out of the ordinary here. Alright, so pretty much BTC is pretty alright, so pretty much BTC is pretty much self-explanatory. Alright, so BTC is pretty much self-explanatory. There's nothing out of the ordinary happening here. It's just a change of trend. As you can see here, the market came into a very solid level right around here, like so. So this base you saw here was quite significant on the weekly time frame. This is a Fibonacci level. Alright. By the way, if you really want to learn how I do these things, just be sure to enroll for the mentorship program. It's literally next to nothing, guys. Save yourself the stress. Yeah. So for BTC bull run, I'm actually hoping to see this guy back at $88 a coin, and once that's confirmed. Alright, so for the BTC bull run, I'm actually hoping to see this guy back at $88,000 a coin. And once that guy is back and confirmed, I'll be here to let you guys know exactly what I'll be doing next. But just to give you a clue, I'm looking to buy BTC right through to $106,000 a coin, and that's just that for that. Alright, so I think that brings us to the end of this episode. Alright, so I think that brings us to the end of this quick breakdown. By the way, once again, my name remains for Samuel. Be sure to leave a like and comment. Let me know what you think in the comment section. How much have you made so far this year? This is the second quarter. The first month of the second quarter is gone, and you're literally about to enter the second quarter, guys. How much have you made so far? Alright? And if you've not made any money, that's why I dropped the mentorship program for you guys. Be sure to enroll. Let us fix your finances. You feel me? You work with me hand in hand, guys. You meet lots of other beautiful, amazing, talented traders out there in my community. The link is there in the pinned comment. You can reach out to me via email. You could also subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon as you do so. Alright, so that's just that for this. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comment, and also please leave a like so that YouTube can recommend this video to as many people as possible, guys. I have no idea how many people out there need my help. You feel me? So guys, I'm quite passionate about Forex. I love teaching you guys. I love helping people. So be sure to spread the video as wide as possible. That's just that for that. And I'll catch you guys in my subsequent videos. Be sure to save. Be sure to stay safe. Yeah, be safe and stay safe. And actually, I'm watching you guys closely. You feel me? I'm watching you closely. Be safe, trade smart, and peace out. Done.